Hey you guys, it's Britt tonight. We're here with a few updates on the nurse Hannah situation. As I mentioned in my previous video, I had some updates regarding her, and there's some misinformation going on, there's some scamming going on, and there is some going on national television update going on too. So we're going to go over everything in this video. If you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so first things first, I had filmed a video yesterday talking about this possibility that Hannah's sister had taken her toddler from the home and was taking care of the toddler while Hannah was getting mental health help that she very clearly needs. The creator that was in contact with who she thought was Hannah's sister, that turned out to be all incorrect. It was a scam. That person ended up wanting to ask for money and ask for toys for this toddler. It was all a scam. So that creator kind of got unfortunately, and I'm glad that she realized what was going on before I made my video, because that is, you know, very unfortunate, but it's just the nature of social media. When you have something going viral, you will have people trying to go out of their way to capitalize on it, even if it means acting like they are a family member or a friend of said person. So that was all incorrect. That's that. If you see screenshots going around and it shows Hannah's sister claiming that she's taking Hannah's son, that's fake. It's a lie. So the other thing I want to talk about is her going on the Tamron Hall show. This was literally just posted. As a disclaimer, it was filmed in October. However, the Tamron Hall show still decided to post this to YouTube less than 24 hours ago, knowing good and well what's going on with Hannah, all of the allegations, all of the videos. This has gone super viral. Her team should have known better than to release this video, but it was released anyway, and they are talking about the 17 diapers thing. At the end of the clip, Tamron asks her audience members, are parents oversharing on social media regarding their kids? Almost every single audience member said yes, without a doubt, which is the right answer.
25-year-old new mom, Hannah Haitt. That's her viral video. Welcome, Hannah, from Salt Lake City, Utah, to the Tamron. My darling Hannah. Over 6 million views. Some people appreciated your honesty. They said, thank you for being real, honest, and strong. Somebody said, you got this, mama. Not all of us are here to judge you. Some people even said, why were some moms being so mean to you? Because there were some folks who were mean. The video starts with how many diapers on the table?
4.
There were 4 diapers on the table.
So that day I just got overwhelmed. Million things going on.
Okay.
Adjusting to having 2 kids.
Sure, yeah.
It's hard. I have got a 2-year-old and a 1-month-old baby.
Yeah, that's hard.
My main priority is making sure my toddler isn't picking my newborn baby up by its legs.
Are we oversharing parenting problems as a way to connect for whatever reason, but it comes at us with strangers now judging everything we've done as a parent? And fun, and just showed this like crazy little moment at house, and then it turned into a life of its own, which is why I wonder, are we oversharing? Well, how are the kids doing?
The kids are great.
The kids are all right.
We're still adjusting to having 2 kids.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can tell you is get a diaper pail. That's all I can tell you, get a diaper pail. Are parents oversharing online? That is the question.
Now, a lot of people are really tied up on how on TikTok Hannah has a blue check mark. I don't know why this is being mentioned as often as it's being mentioned, because for me, a blue check mark means nothing in my mind. You know, I have a really small page over on Instagram. If I wanted to have a blue check mark, I could. You have to pay for it, which I don't know if it's like that on TikTok because I don't use my TikTok for uploading. But whether or not she has a blue check mark, you know, she could have half the following that she has and still have a blue check mark. TikTok is not going to step in and be like, oh, wow, you're a terrible person. Let's remove your blue check mark. Because you can pay to have a blue check mark. You can pay to be verified on social media platforms. For me, that is just, it's a nothing burger. And a lot of people are really hung up on it. Is it wrong that platforms are pushing her content? Yes, it is. But that's the social media algorithm. That's the way algorithms work. Nobody needs me to tell them that, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's just the nature of the beast. You have somebody who is being canceled and their videos are going to be pushed because people are talking about them. It's been 3 days since she posted on her main TikTok account, and she has turned off comments across all of her videos on this page. I am not surprised by this because she's still getting views, but obviously she doesn't want to see the comments. Now, my opinion on Nurse Hannah is I don't think this is somebody who is going to completely change her life around. I think that she's going to wait for things to quiet down and then slowly make her return to social media, on TikTok especially, because that is where she gets most of her views and engagement. I unfortunately don't have a lot of faith in Utah CPS. I have seen the way that things have unfolded with CPS and other children in the state of Utah, and that is why my hope and my faith is almost at the ground. As sad as that is to say, it's just how I feel. You know, there's been somebody come out and say that they went to high school with Hannah and she was pretty much kind of like a mean girl, but she comes from a really wealthy family. Her uncle owns like a Chick-fil-A or something like that. You know, Hannah is not in a position where financially she needs to rely on her social media. That's very obvious. She and her husband both work, and the social media money is just extra money for them that they're not spending on their children, obviously. You know, God forbid you're making money and you spend it on the children that you literally birthed. A wild idea, right?
Y'all, I went to school with Hannah, the girl that is currently trending on TikTok right now, the 17 diapers girl, or the girl that everybody is currently reporting to CPS because of the treatment of her child. So this is crazy. So to preface, I was not very close to her ever. We ran in the same circle. We went to the same church together. We went to Brigham Young University in Idaho, Rexburg, Idaho. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody's business and everybody knows everybody. This was about 4 years ago. I know who she is. I don't know if she still remembers me by any means. She was always super mean to me. And not like bullying mean, but just like very like passive aggressive, like I don't care about you type vibe, which whatever. I didn't care. She was good friends with my best friend, and so that's kind of why we ran in the same circle, as I was always with my best friend, and my best friend was a really good human being, and so I kind of just followed her, did whatever she did, and kind of assumed that maybe she just wasn't vibing with me because I always had a weird vibe about her too, which is whatever. But honestly, there are so many red flags that I could tell people about and experiences and stories, and I don't want to blast her on the internet, but like seeing her and these things that she's putting on the internet is like insane to me, because it's like she's been that type of person. I can't explain it. Like, I mean, roommate stories and everything, like there's just so many things. And again, I don't want to get clout from this, like that's not my intention, but I want to share and give more details from somebody that has like known this girl and has always had bad vibes about her, because now I'm like, I told you there was something up with her. But a couple things that I wanted to share is like, she always gave me like narcissist vibes. She had to be the center of attention and the victim. Like, she genuinely wants people to feel sorry for her constantly. And I feel like she is still doing that in her videos, where she will exaggerate and make a bigger deal out of something, or almost stage things to get people on the internet to feel bad for her. And it's worked. So that was just really interesting to see, kind of from my perspective. And I don't know, her relationship was always really weird to me with her boyfriend, or I guess her husband now. Not a healthy one. Again, it's not my place to stay, but from what I saw in public and the way they acted, and from the things I heard from all of the friends because, again, small town, small school, things get around. And I don't know, it's weird to me. And again, everybody has their own opinions, and I don't want to blast her on here, but I genuinely feel like she has been a toxic person and I don't know if there's any way around it. And I feel like part of me really wants to say that she is a narcissist and she might just genuinely need help. But yeah, I just had to share that because I was like scrolling through TikTok literally yesterday and I was like, oh my God, that's Hannah. Like, I know who this is. So I had to send it to my friend because I was like, dude, look who this is. And so we were like chatting about it, and it's just like weird now because, you know, 4 years later, you're grown, you've become a better person, hopefully, than who you were 4 years ago, and like grown as an adult. And just like for me to kind of realize that like I had those bad feelings about somebody and I was right, just like signifies that like I have to trust my intuition more. But I don't know, put down in the comments what you think. I do know CPS is investigating from what people have told me. She still has her TikTok up and live. She's turned comments off in stitches, but I don't know, this is gonna be an interesting situation. And I feel bad, like I do feel bad for her because part of me feels like it's just a big cry for help, but I really hope her kids get the care that they need. And we never see her husband really in the picture, and so I feel like it's just not a good situation in general. And I feel like too, when people are struggling, we like to, it's not always the best to put it out in the open. And I know as a content creator, we want to be open, we want to be realistic with people, but like there's a time and a place. And a lot of times with relationships in your family, you need to keep that quiet. You need to deal with it internally. And then if you feel comfortable about it, you can talk about it. But I don't know, it's just a weird situation. So had to share.
I just think that she's going to sit back and allow people to quiet down, and then she'll be back. I don't think this is going to cancel her because I have seen far too many times people like Hannah, even if they're not as bad as her, continue to be very successful on social media. Because unfortunately, people online do not care. They do not care. They simply do not care. Sometimes they will just follow the biggest trash bins on socials. So either way, that's a little update. Be very wary of things that might look factual. Make sure that they're actually fact, because when I saw those screenshots going around, I was like, oh, this is wonderful. This is great. Nurse Hannah's sister is stepping in. She's going to help out. Hannah's going to get the help she needs. And this is wonderful. But it turned out it was all fake, which is a real bummer for Hannah's son and her baby. But that's what's going on for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.